Hi everyone, welcome back to Purple Paper Studio, where I make handmade stationery items like bookmarks, planners, notepads, and memo pads, and soon greeting cards. A couple of videos ago, I promised to show you how I make kiss cut sticker sheets. So today, let's make good on that promise, starting with Canva, then moving into Photoshop, and then into Cricut. I'm going to select some self-care graphics and turn them into sticker sheets from Canva. Selecting some of the many graphics under self-care that Canva have. I think I chose about 6 to 8 different graphics to create this sticker sheet. So once I get them all gathered in and place where I want them to be, I'll come back and I'll talk with you. Okay, what you see me doing now on the last 2 stickers here, I'm going to add the quote self-care, time and self-care on the flowers. I'm going to group those together to make one complete sticker. All right, as you can see, the background is still white. I need to change it to gray because the outline of the stickers are going to be white. So we're going to edit each sticker by clicking on that sticker. You're going to click on edit, go down to effects, pick shadow, and then select outline. And it will default to black, but you can change it whatever color you want, and I choose white. Then I will thicken the size of the lines to my liking. I will do this to all of these stickers on the sheet, and after that I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, I have run into a little situation over here by my girl with these two little dots on the side. We're going to have to erase those off. So we're going to go up to eraser, magic eraser. All right, it's going to bring you the brush, and you just brush over that area. You can adjust the brush, of course, to your liking. But once you're satisfied with it, you can go back to erase on the side panel here. And it should clear it. Then go back to elements to bring up your workspace. And there it is, it's gone. All right, we're going to continue with putting the outlines on the stickers, and I shall return. Okay, on this one here, the flowers and the quote here, self-care time, I had these two grouped together, and I realized that I had to add the outline to the flower, so I had to ungroup it, add the outline, and then group it all back together. On this one, and also on the one that says just self-care, had to do that both with the two flowers here. But yeah, I had to ungroup, add the outlines to the flowers, and then group them all back together. After surveying the sticker sheet, I noticed that some of the gray background is peeping through the center parts of the stickers. I don't want that, so I'm going to fix it by adding a block of color, white color that is, and positioning it behind the sticker, and then grouping those together to correct that. The self-care sticker sheet has been created in Canva. Now I am ready to save it in a file and download it into my desktop by following Canva's prompts to share. Now I'm ready for Photoshop. All right, moving into Photoshop to remove the background. I know that this step can be accomplished in Cricut, but because I'm familiar with Photoshop, and if I need to make any adjustments, I'll go ahead and do it here. Okay, my file is open in Photoshop window. With my layer selected, I will click on Remove Background at the bottom of the screen. Photoshop does a good job to remove the background, but sometimes it will leave some pieces of the background. So I'm looking around on the screen to see if there are some pieces left and selecting those and erasing those. Sometimes Photoshop will take off areas you want to keep. So I will have to go into the layer mask and paint with a white brush to unmask it to bring back the color. Also, while I am in Photoshop, I want to make sure the edges are smooth. So I will select each sticker, click on select, then select modify, then select smooth. I will adjust it to 10 or so pixels. This is to ensure a smooth and easy cut in Cricut. Okay, we're in the Cricut design space now. We're going to upload the image. Click on browse. Search for your file. Click on it and click open. Alright, your image has been uploaded. Alright, this is where if you're coming straight out of Canva, where you can remove the background on your image. Just click on the magic wand, click on your image, and it should take your background off within a few seconds. The image has been uploaded into the design space. The red dot that you see in the layers panel is there to remind you the image is too large and it needs to be resized. So I'm going to resize it to a 6x8, and that might be appropriate for Cricut for now. All right, I'm gonna set the sticker sheet aside because it's okay for now. The next step is to make a background sheet. To make the background sheet, I'm going ahead and choose another square and fill it with a lavender color, as well as resize it to a 6x8 format. As you can see, the sticker sheets are behind the background sheet, so I'm going to rearrange it and put the sticker sheets back on top. I am going to add another box entitled to the background sheet. I'm going to type in the words self-care as the title. The font that I will use is already in my system, but if you choose to use Canva or a Cricut font, Those are good choices also. You may have to download your choice of a font, which is not hard to do, but I will not go over it in this video because this video is already becoming very long. But those will be good choices. Okay, let's add some character to the background sheet. Cricut has quite a number of patterns you can use. I selected this pattern. I'm not sure what it's called or the name of it, but I think it's kind of cute, and we're just going to go with this one. Now, once I get the pattern in place, I'm going to go back up to the box here to change the color. Alright, and it looks as though I need to push that back a layer or two. Yeah, okay, I went too far back. Let's fix that and bring it forward. Alright, it looks good so far. Alright, and I'm getting ready to group those layers together except for the sticker layer. And I'm going to try to bring the sticker layer back up front to the top. Alright, I think it looks really nice. The background layers that I grouped together, I'm going to go ahead and flatten those so that when Cricut gets ready to cut, it's going to cut it as one and not many different layers. Let's select both layers. We're getting ready to resize the sticker sheet from its present to the one that I like to use is 4.25 to 6.5 format. After that, we're going to turn the sticker sheet by 90 degrees and duplicate it. The purpose of this is to get 2 sticker sheets on 1 printer paper. Now I will isolate each of the background sheets and duplicate them and make sure to align them evenly when you stack them on top of each other. Go into the alignment option or menu and select the center vertically option. Now what this is going to do is cause Cricut to cut twice because there are 2 background sheets there, so therefore Cricut is going to cut around the border twice, and this is to ensure a clean cut around the borders. The stickers are ready to be printed and cut. So select all layers, go down to the bottom right hand corner and select attach. Then go back to the top right hand corner and select Make Button. Cricut will prompt you to save your project. On the next screen, Cricut will display how the sticker sheets will print out. Make sure to check your material load type and material size. That's the size of the paper you're going to use. I'm going to use an 8.5 by 11 as shown. When everything is okay, click the Continue button. On this screen, you want to select the Send to Printer button. Cricut will display information about censor marks, and read it and click on the Next button. The printer setup display will become available. This is where you choose your printer's name. Also, I usually keep the Add Bleed button on, and then I'll turn on the System Dialog button. Now, you don't have to select the System Dialog button, and Cricut will print anyway. But if you want to have more control, I will go ahead and choose the System Dialog button. And it will open, and Cricut will open up more options for you. For instance, media and quality. You can choose the kind of paper you want to print on and the best quality of print, and then select Print. Another information dialog box opens. Read it and select the Done button. At this point, Cricut is asking you to choose the kind of material you are cutting. Because I am using the inkjet vinyl sticker paper, I will choose the premium vinyl. This is already set up in my system. I already did all the tweaking I need to in order for this to work for me. Now, this might not necessarily work for you, but I just want to give you a warning that you might have to do some tweaking in order for it to work with you and your Cricut, okay? But this is what I have set this material at. For the under my premium tab, the pressure cut is 175, multi-cut is off, blade type is fine point blade. After the sticker sheet has printed, assemble your sticker sheet on the cutting mat. Double check that you have the arrows aligned with the correct corner. Follow the instructions on the screen. Cricut is ready to cut. I'm going to give you a pointer at this point. Because the sticker sheet that I'm using is highly glossy, Cricut can't read those sensory lines well at all. So I have to use a transparent tape of some form to cover those. And I normally use the matte transparency tape, cover those sticker sensory marks, and Cricut should be able to read it with no problem. Once the cutting has been completed, unload the mat. But one tip before you unload the mat, make sure that the stickers are lifting off with ease. Just give it a little test with one corner piece or whichever one you can get to better. Make sure they're lifting off with ease. If they're not lifting off with ease, you might want to go ahead and send it back through again to cut. And you want to push the Go button, the little Cricut emblem button, and see if it'll cut a little bit better for you. If you stay with me to the end of this video, I want to say thank you. I pray you found this video to be helpful in some way. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment area, and I'll try my best to get back at you as soon as possible. Before we say goodbye for now, remember, when we practice self-care, we become more patient, more present, and more emotionally balanced. We think clearer, we respond better, and we show up as the best version of ourselves, not just for others, but for ourselves too. Thank you. Have a good day.